Welcome to Financial Reaction. This is where we break down real-world investing strategies and react to what actually matters for beginners. Dividends, covered calls, stock market basics. I'll explain without jargon so you can learn with confidence. Everything here is for information and education only, never financial advice. Let's jump in.
All right, and welcome back. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, thank you. For those of you who have come back, hey, welcome back. I had a suggestion from last week. Somebody wanted to know if I could make the screen easier to read. So I've increased the font size. So I need you guys, if you watched it last week, tell me if it's better. If you're just joining me, give me a thumbs up down there if this is big enough. Last week we had 4 trades. All of them finished out of the money. So all the calls expired worthless. So we still have all our shares to trade with again this week. So we're going to go ahead and do those 4. And then we will pick something new. And I'm doing this on a weekend, so these trades will not show up as actual trades until Monday when I confirm them, or they get filled automatically at market open. So if you are interested in a stock, if you own a particular stock and you're curious, hey, what would happen if I did covered calls on my stock? Leave the ticker in the comments below, and I can go ahead and add that one. If you can get it to me by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll go ahead and enter it for this week, and we could go over it in the next video. Sound good? All right, cool. So like and subscribe, and let's get going. CDE. What happened with CDE? We bought it at 1984 and went down to 1930, kept our shares. So where do we want to go on this strike? So let's keep these in mind. We're going to want to go above this price. So probably go 20, 13, 24, and at least 850. So let's keep those in mind, and that's where we'll go. So let's do the trade. And as you can see on this screen, I only have the calls up. I got rid of the puts because we're not dealing with those, so it makes it hopefully a little easier for you guys to see, especially if you're on a phone. So we said we were going to do the 20, and it's at 45 cents. And the good thing is that's going to give us an extra 50 cents of climb. So for this to fill, we're going to get 45 cents plus 50 over the previous strike. So we're going to sell to open, and we have 400. So we need negative 4 contracts at 100 each. Confirm and send. And I realized that you guys don't see the screen that just popped up when I hit that. There's another screen, and I think it's a safety feature in Thinkorswim, that it doesn't pick it up in OBS. So if you've used the software, usually you know that if you enter a trade, it tells you to confirm your trade, and that's all it's doing. Alrighty, so what was our next one? Let's go to Ford. Ford's at 1242. There it is. So what did we say on Ford? We bought at 1280. So we don't want to go under, so we'll go the next step above our purchase price is 16 cents, and we have 200 of those. 2, confirm and send. Let's see, HOG, which was Harley-Davidson. That's up at 23. Okay. What do we got? Earnings coming up. Okay. 20. We bought it at 23.73, so we want to go to 24 and 20 cents. We'll get 2 of those. Now remember, I'm going as in I want to keep the stock and make as much money as possible on the call. If you could have gone for the 35 cents, but 35 to 20 isn't that big of a difference, and you're going to get 50 cents more to get called out. And if you hit the 25.30, that's about 25 cents, or the 23.50 is about 25 cents under your call. So this is actually 10 cents. I mean, we made 30 last time, so we would still be up. But like I said, this is a strategy you're going to have to decide. Are you going to buy stocks and hope they get sold and just get the most per week, which would be 35 cents? Or do you want to say, you know what, I'm going to give it a little room to grow and get the 20 cents, but an extra 50 if I get called out? Which is, that's fair. And what was our last one? SOUN, how was that? SOUN. 1. Is that right? Yes. Alrighty. So SOUN, this one actually, if you remember from the monitor, we bought it at 17 and it's up to 20. So we can go 50 as the next strike and get as much as possible, and we're still above our original purchase price. So we can do those 200, confirm and send. Alrighty. So now let's add something different. Let's go to a completely different type of stock. Those are all weeklies. Let's go to the S&P and see if we could find something. And plus these will be a little more, so let's go in the $100 area. And let's see, let's pick 102.30. Sure. Oh, 102. Oh, there's a big spread. Big spread. Let's go. What's this one? Okay. This one does not have weeklies. So the next strike would be 20 days out. So that's 3 weeks. 15th of May. And there's no volume, so that settles that one. Let's pick, hey, eBay. I've heard of that company. So let's take a look at that one. It has a weekly. Perfect. And as you can see, on a $100 stock, your prices are going to be much more. So a $100 stock, 1% a week is $1. So if we can go 2% a week at this strike, which is 101. So that would be $3. So we'd get another $3 on top of that 228. Let's do that one. We'll do 100 shares. We'll buy 100. And I realize this is kind of squeezed because like I said, I went to the higher, bigger font for you. Hopefully you can see better. And then we said we were going to do the 101 at 228. So we're going to make $228 as soon as this goes. So there, that was perfect. All right, so that's the trades for this week. Like I said, thanks for joining me. I'm going to try and keep these short unless I have a learning experience I need to show you guys. As I learn, I'll share with you. But if you stayed this far, like and subscribe. And don't forget, pick a stock you like and I will enter that trade. If you get it to me before or at least Wednesday morning, so I could get it in on Wednesday, and tell me, the more you can find out. If you don't know the strike price, that's fine. Just say 1 or 2 strikes above what the stock sells for. All right, guys. Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you haven't yet, please give me a like and subscribe. It means the world to me and helps me make more videos. Thank you so much. Goodbye.